I can't wait for you to meet Michael Williams. Hi, Michael. Thanks so much for being here today.
Hello, Tina. Hi, thank you very much for asking.
So
I
let's start.
enjoy
Where are you
being here.
from? Tell us a little bit about where are you from?
I'm from Casper, Wyoming, um, and have moved to Colorado in 1981.
Longtime Colorado resident. Well, what about your career? How'd you start out your career?
Well, after college, went to school here in Colorado. I had the opportunity to play football in the NFL with the Cleveland Browns and the New Orleans Saints,
How
and
cool.
came
Go
to
Saints.
Colorado. Yeah.
We love football here in Colorado, right? Probably big
Yes, we do.
Louisiana fans too. Yeah.
Yeah. I enjoyed being in Colorado. Growing up in Casper, Wyoming, is kind of a place that you thaw out in August. You don't get any real summer until August. Well, till football season, really. So
Yeah.
that was made Colorado a very choice place to be here.
When I think of NFL or professional sports in general, I think of people who really can take it all the way to the top of their game. And that definitely reminds me of you and the way that you work in real estate as well. Was there anything in between the NFL and your move into real estate?
Yeah, the reason that I got into real estate was that I owned an employment agency where I supplied the workforce here in the Denver metro area with qualified individuals to go to work, and it paid off for me in the long run. And then changed from that industry and went into the real estate world as my wife had started in the real estate first, and I found myself doing a lot of transaction coordinating for her. And it felt so good that I turned around and got my license and became a realtor myself, and has been the one of the best moves that I've made. I don't regret any of the past experiences that I've had, but helping people is fantastic, and real estate is a way of doing it.
Getting people into work is just such an honorable thing to do. It's such what could possibly make a bigger difference in someone's life than finding them strong employment, other than maybe finding them a dream home. So I can see how that fit well together. And I guess we can thank Cheryl for your introduction into real estate.
Yes, you sure can. It was the guiding light, as it were, in my life, and both because she's my wife, but the other because she steered me away from going back into the employment world, which at that time was a little bit of a struggle because some of the big name corporations like um, you know, employment.com came out. It was during the .com era, and it's kind of hard to compete against major corporations that have easy access to individuals looking for work. I find that in the real estate world, I have friends, family, and a boatload of individuals that want to find a house and want to get out of renting, and this is why real estate has been a success story for me.
Well, that's really interesting background, Michael. Why don't you tell us a bit about your favorite real estate client?
My favorite client, I have a client that has purchased 7 homes during my tenure as a real estate agent. They started off by coming to Colorado from Arizona. The Richard and Linda Ehringer, they bought a property when they first came to Colorado, and they bought a house in the Aurora area. I housed them for about 2 years. Then they decided they were going to move to a different part of Aurora. So I packed them up and moved them to the new home in Aurora. They packed up and moved from that house to back to Payson, Arizona. Had a relationship with the realtor in Payson, Arizona that I referred them to. They went to Payson, didn't like being back in Payson, Arizona, came back to uh, the metro area. I found them another property in the metro area, and then I found their daughter a home in the metro area, and then I found them another home in the Aurora area. They're starting to look again because they're getting their final home. They don't like stairs. They're an older couple, but it's been fantastic. Not only did I develop a friendship with them, but they depend on me, and they have referred several other individuals to me after working with me. And I enjoyed that aspect of the real estate world. When you go out and meet somebody and they give you their heart, as it were, because when somebody tells you that, hey, listen, take and find me a house, it's definitely them giving you the keys to their heart and to their desires, and you have to supply them with a final ending that is going to make it successful.
You're really becoming that dream guide. So many things in life cause us to move, and they can be a little traumatic or they can be amazing. And knowing that you have someone there with you through all of those phases is really incredible. You know, we're sticking with our doctor through health and illness, and they're always there for you, and they get to know you and who you are and what you need. And a strong real estate agent like you sounds like you're doing that for families all over, which is amazing. The other side is building wealth. If you were going to give a tip to consumers, one tip about how to build wealth through real estate, what would it be?
If they were going to purchase a property, I'm not saying that a person needs to go out and buy 15 or 20 homes to build their wealth. You know, you can do it with 2 properties, as long as that property is in a prime location that is getting the current rent that is in Colorado right now. We are probably on the upside of turning into California with the way individuals are renting their properties out. You can't go and find a house that you can rent for $650,000 a month. You have to go and find a property that's more like a $2,400 a month, and that's the way the rental market is. So if you go and buy a house and that house is sold to you, buy it at $425,000, you have got a property that you can rent for not only getting your monthly payment down to pay your mortgage payment, but get a little bit of overage. So it goes into a retirement plan. So you take a house that you rent for $2,000 a month. Now it's covering your mortgage, and then you turn around and increase that rental to $2,700 a month. You've got $700 that's going towards your savings. And this is what a lot of people don't understand. If you can afford it and buy 2 properties, those 2 properties are going to pay for you in the long run. You're going to have an ability to change and do things that you would not believe if you had a cash flow that's going into a bank account other than going to work every day and getting a paycheck. You know, just like you're getting a raise every month that you know are like paying insurance. You know, we pay for insurance. We give our insurance carriers a allotted amount every month, and it's a savings account. You know, you're paying for something that you don't know is going to be needed, and then all of a sudden here it is. You've got this property over here that's paying not only for you, but you can pay off your existing property with that extra income that's coming in, and you might have the ability to buy a third home. Real estate is really a tool for somebody to move forward in life. You know, it's really one of those things that if a person can afford to buy multiple homes, they are going to be very wealthy in the long run. And they don't have to hold on to those properties, because you find a lot of individuals right now, and I've got several clients that are fix and flippers. And what they're doing is they're buying a property, fixing it up, getting a profit, putting that profit into purchasing another property until they get to that $1 million purchase property that they want, that's going to be their final home. And they still have the original house that they had that they've been paying down all that time. Now they have 2 houses that are almost paid for. Once you get your house paid for, that is just money in the bank.
Well, and talk about stability. I
So
mean, the appreciation in Denver is second to none, right? Over time, from the long term, it's just an
exactly.
amazing market to be in. Well, thanks so much for your time today, Michael. So when I want to get a hold of you, what's the best way to do that?
You can reach me at the number below, 303-667-7176.